Okay, so I got another video for you guys. This is how Gecko Guy breeds his mealworms. So, what I usually do, I just buy a bulk case of 500 from Petco. It's like $6–7. You know, you get your mealworms. I'm trying to look for a mealworm. So you get a mealworm. Focus, camera. Focus on the mealworm. There we go. You get your mealworm, and then a couple months later it turns into a pupae, or pupa, however you want to say it. So it turns into one of those. And then when you press on them, they wiggle around. Yep, there we go. And then when I usually find a pupa, I just put it in my beetle cage, and then yeah, my audio cut out there, so I don't think you caught any of what I said. So you have beetles. Ooh, I got a bunch of dead beetles. That's not good. And then after a week or two, you want to check. I usually just pick all the beetles out and put them in this little Milwaukee Brewer hat. Yeah, go Brewers. So you get that. These beetles will just go to town. They'll mate. They'll do what they need to do. And then they lay eggs in your Quaker Oats here. Just regular old Quaker Oats. And then you got to have like a water source for them. I usually just put a little sponge and then just fill it with water. Some people use potatoes, carrots. Some people use fruits, not the acidic ones like oranges and stuff like that. So then you just take. Some people even use a sifter. Then they'll sift through. I just use this to like get rid of mealworm poop. Like I'll separate the mealworms from the poop. Some people do that. So whatever works for you. So breeding mealworms, it's basically as easy as just getting your case of 500. Save some for your reptiles, obviously. So there's Ben's tail, and then they turn into pupae, and then they turn into beetles. Ooh, that one's a fast one. And then once your beetles are done breeding, I don't know if they're. I don't know much about these burritos. All I know is that it's the darkling beetle. Then what I usually do, I just put it in my old case of 500 that I modified. I just use a little bit of screen cage and then hot glued it for ventilation, because I do like a small scale mealworm breeding, you could say. But yeah, then you just put them in there. A couple months later, they're about a couple months later, you just got to make sure that you water them every day and feed them. Well, you already do feed them. Oops, I bumped the camera. So then you do that, and that's basically mealworm breeding in a nutshell. Just get your case of 500 mealworms, and then have them breed. Well, have them turn into pupae, turn into the darkling beetles. And then they start breeding, change the stuff out, and then, yeah, you change your stuff out, and then you're pretty much there. And then you got yourself some free reptile food. Yeah! Alright, so this has been a quick mealworm breeding video by Gecko Guy 1127. Comment, like, and subscribe.